Hello again. What's that? Yeah, it's episode 5. What's good, everybody? Aiden, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. You excited to be here?
I'm so excited to be here. We got a lot slated this week. There's a bunch of
Dude,
good games.
we got good games everywhere. Oh, hello. It's good. It's you know, it's let me just say, it is great having college football back every day, every Saturday. Oh man, like waking up and watching game day. It sucks not having, of course, no pick, but dude, college football, NFL, life is so much better when sports is going on. Let me just say that. All right, you enjoy last weekend's games?
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff last week. Oregon game, won us like we should have. Happy about that. Lost spread. Sorry, guys.
Oregon forgot how to play defense in the fourth quarter.
I think I'm more excited about this week's games. So
This week's gonna be good.
we got a lot in store for you guys. You guys are in for quite a treat this week.
Game number 1, Texas Tech at Utah. This is gonna be a good game. Don't sleep on the Utes. This is gonna be a good game.
Well, he likes to use a lot more now that certain players are
Yeah,
there.
you know what? I'll say it. Cam Rising, didn't like him. Still don't like him.
Hated him.
I mean, yeah, he was good at football, but thank you that he's gone.
When he medically retired, he was so happy. So I've never seen him happier.
Okay, I don't hate the guy, but as a quarterback in playing for Utah, I didn't like him because he absolutely dog walked Oregon twice in 2021.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Absolutely dog walked him. And then, but hey, it led to us getting Dan Lanning, so I'll take it. It's a good trade. Anyway, Texas Tech at Utah. The spread is Utah minus 2.5. Little surprising, considering how Texas Tech has looked to begin the year. Baron Morton's been absolutely he's on another level. He's absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, he took off. He had a really good week last week. Right now, Texas Tech is ranked 17th in the country, 3-0 in season. Baron Morton last week was 23 for 35, 464 yards through the air, 4 tutties, 1 interception versus Oregon's
Oregon State.
brother, right?
They
Oregon
are.
State.
We'll get to Oregon State later, but he went for 464 and 4 touchdowns against anybody. That's ridiculous. Whether it doesn't matter who it's against, but
I like that it was against Oregon State.
yeah, yeah, but it's yeah, it's oh my give and take. Yes, he looked great against Oregon State in putting up that stat is ridiculous, no matter who it's against. But then on the other side, it's against Oregon State.
Yeah.
So
Unranked football team versus 17 rank. I forgot what they were last week, but I think they were around the same.
who Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, they hung around the 16, 17, 18,
Yeah.
all that around that area. But yeah. I think the spread is Utah minus 2.5 because it's in Rice Eccles Stadium in Utah, and that stadium doesn't get talked about as much for being as loud and as crazy as it is. It is a underrated stadium.
Them boys get rowdy there.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. This is a 9 a.m. kickoff for us. I mean, whatever it is for you, it is for you.
Check
But
local listings.
yes, it's for us 9 a.m. Fox, Joel Clapp, Gus Johnson, goated. They're on the call, and that stadium will show out. So Texas Tech better be ready to go.
Especially, it's going to be a close battle. I mean, 17 ranked team versus 16 ranked team. Utah last week, they're 3-0 in season 2. They played against Wyoming, beat them 31-6. Devin Dampier, 27-41, not great. 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, not really anything to write home about. You beat an unranked Wyoming team, so.
I mean, it's kind of what you want. I mean, didn't look horrible, but then wasn't great. You just played okay. He just did what he had to do. He went in there and he let him do a win. That's all you can ask for a quarterback. But
yeah, it's really nothing to write home about. Average performance, what you expect out of your quarterback week by week, especially if you want to stay 3-0 team, you want to stay ranked, you got to have these wins. I mean, numbers don't lie.
yeah, I view these teams like, okay, this is gonna sound really weird. They're similar but different. They take Texas Tech. They spent all the money in the offseason to build up this defense because offense wasn't the problem last year. It was the defense. They couldn't stop Noseby with a tampon. Baron Morton was good. The offense was good. I think last year they lost a game. They lost a game 63-62 to like Texas Christian or something like that. It was not Texas Christian because it was in TCU. But anyway, it was some stupid school they shouldn't have lost to. So that's what they did in the offseason is they spent all the money. They didn't like revamp, but they rebuilt the defense to be way better for games like this. That's why they spent the money. Utah, on the other hand, I mean, they were like the last 2 years they were absolutely dog washed, riddled with injuries left, right, and center. They everywhere. So in the offseason, they spent money on a quarterback because that was their biggest problem the past 2 years is they didn't have great consistent quarterback play. And I mean, yes, part of it was injuries, but also the other part of it was the quarterback play was not good. Plain and simple. It was pretty bad. So they spent money to fix they spent money in the offseason to fix the problems that each team had.
Yeah, they fixed all their necessary spots. I mean, that's what you need to do every season. They're ranked this year for a good reason. So
yeah, I mean Utah is gonna be good this year. Utah is pretty good every year. Not every year, but like they're most. Who, him? That's my boyfriend. I'm just kidding. That's my best friend. He's my co-host and partner.
Nice to meet you. I'm Aiden.
Yeah. I mean, Utah is gonna like for the most part like their defense is gonna be good every year. That's not like as Joel Klatt likes to say, death, taxes, in Utah football. It's almost what you can count on, especially with. Oh God, what's his name? Who's the coach?
Oh no.
Oh no, that's bad. That is a Hall of Fame fumble right there. Kyle Whittingham. Since they have Kyle Whittingham as the head coach, their defense will be great.
I said Scott Whitworth.
Who the heck is Scott Whitworth?
I don't know. That's the first thing that popped up.
I don't know who Scott Whitworth is.
Close,
brother. But
like Whittingham, Whitworth. I was going somewhere.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't horrible. But
it's like most of my picks. Mediocre.
I tried. That's what you can take from Utah is they have great defense. That's why they spent the money for a quarterback this year. Who Devin Dampier he's been pretty good. Like he's what they've been missing the past few years. So the question is kind of who spent money in the right places, I guess. Texas Tech on defense. That's what they did. They went the offseason. Like we need to build a defense to play a team like this, especially in the Big 12 because the Big 12 is all over the place. Because I mean, they have no problem on offense. Baron Morton is dropping 450 million yards and 7 touchdowns. Like it's pretty good to me. And plus, I mean, they have dudes on the outside. They have a running back. I mean,
they got everything they need.
They built the defense for games like this. So hopefully it pays off. The spread is tricky. The spread is tricky. Do you have anything else to add about this Texas Tech at Utah?
No, I mean, I just have my prediction. I like the Tech for this.
You like Texas Tech?
I like the Tech for this one. Look, man, he had a really good performance. Baron Morton, I should say, had a very good performance last week. I mean, against unranked Oregon State, obviously. I know that if you're going to play in Utah, that stadium's going to be rowdy, but...
Rice-Eccles Stadium gets after it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. I've watched one of my teams go in there and absolutely die.
Yeah, that did happen.
As being ranked 3rd in the country. So
that did happen. I'm still sad about it.
I digress.
But no, I mean, he's been so consistent all year that I see that just keep rolling. You know, he's got confidence behind him now too. I mean, really good performance last week. 1 interception, and completion rate wasn't bad. I think this is Texas Tech's game to lose. You know, let's say that they do go in there. Let's say Ameren, they do go in there and noise is too much for them. I don't think they're really going to drop because of that. I like Texas Tech, and I want them to cover.
I will say, you have Texas Tech covering.
Yeah, I think they'll beat them
by a field goal.
Yeah.
Okay. What was I gonna say after that? I will say, Baron Morton. I think what'll help Texas Tech is Baron Morton this isn't his first year starting. He's been at Texas Tech. I mean, it might be a second year, but the complete difference from first year to second year is crazy.
Yeah.
But like, Utah's defense is so good. It's just the question mark I have is Devin Dampier. It has nothing to do with Utah's defense. It's solely on him playing against Texas Tech because Texas Tech's defense is good too.
I agree with most of that. The only thing I would change is Dampier and being at the Utah Stadium. That is going to be the big two issues.
I know Texas Tech or Utah's crowd gets rowdy.
Not as rowdy as Oregon.
Is it different at 9 a.m. for us? If it's Utah, it might be like 10 or 11.
They're on Mountain Time. They're an hour ahead of us.
It's like 10 or something like that.
Bunch of sleepy farmers.
Yeah, that's like the whole bunch of stadium to be filled with pig farmers, fresh off the farm. Like, is it gonna be? Huh?
Ding 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 ding.
Is it gonna be the same as it would be if it was like a night game? I would like to say yes. I mean, you know what? Screw it. I will take Texas Tech.
Attaboy. Let me guess. So you're gonna have Utah cover.
I want to say it's gonna be like a 28-27 type of game.
I could see it being that. Give me the field goal. I just think that. I don't think the noise is going to get to him. I think that Baron Morton is going to go out and do what he does best. He's going to go out. He's going to play some ball. I think it's going to be somewhat close. If this was like by a tutty, I'd be a little more on the iffy side. But I think they got him by 3.
I can also see a backdoor cover by Utah. Say it's like 38-30, and then Utah scores like a late touchdown, and then I guess I wouldn't go for 2 and miss it. Then it's 36-38 cover. I don't know. That was a really bad analogy because if they score a touchdown, they can possibly tie the game. So that didn't really work. Well, that was fucking stupid.
I was just letting you cook. That's why I sat here. I was mad. I'm like, all right.
I experienced it watching the Oregon game last week. Backdoor covers happen all the time, especially when you give a fucking 79-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter.
Oh God! I turned off my TV.
Good God. All right. Yeah, so to recap, we both have Texas Tech winning. He has Texas Tech covering. I have Utah covering. We shall see. Game number 2, Auburn at Oklahoma. This is a good one. This is a kind of sleeper in the SEC. I'm sure you may or may not know, but we're about to tell you. This is the Jackson Arnold revenge game because he transferred from Oklahoma to Auburn. He's played pretty well. Like, he's done a pretty good job. I need to see more out of Arnold in the passing game. Because, I know they run like an RPO style offense, whether he can take it and run or take it and, not. But I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. So last week, Auburn went up against South Bama, unranked school. They're still 3-0 in the season, ranked 22. Jackson Arnold was 13 for 24, 142 yards through the air, 1 tutty, 0 interceptions. Not great when you're ranked 22 against an unranked school, but
I will say that South Alabama did outthrow, or the quarterback for South Alabama did outthrow and have more passing yards than Auburn quarterback did. But I will say it was probably because they were losing and they just had to throw the ball more. I don't know entirely, but that's also just not Auburn's offense. because I mean, I think they want to run the ball, which is fine. I think that's like you want to lead into your quarterback's strengths with Jackson Arnold, but I need to see more out of Arnold as a passer because he has dudes on the outside to throw the ball to, especially Cam Coleman and the transfer from Georgia Tech.
He's got dudes.
He's got dogs, yeah. But I need to see more as a passer before like I don't know. I just like we know he's a great runner. That's what he did at Oklahoma, and I want to see more as a passer. That's all I want. Your take on Auburn?
Once again, this is going to be a Jackson Arnold revenge game. It's not going his way. I mean, look, okay, let's flip it over here to Oklahoma. So last week, Oklahoma, they're ranked 11. They're 3-0 in season. They played against Temple, beat them 42-3, which, as they should, a high-ranked team.
You know, I will say this first. I'm a big John Mateer fan. I love the way he plays football. The comparison I see when he's playing is Baker Mayfield. And if anyone knows who that guy is, he is a dog of football. Oh, I love Baker, especially when he was at Oklahoma.
Can we switch to a side rant real quick about Baker?
Side rant.
Wow, Baker Mayfield, what a career so far.
Baker Mayfield is a dog, dude. Baker Mayfield.
Going from getting cut or leaving the Browns.
He went to the Browns. And then he went to the
Carolina Panthers. He was relegated to the practice squad in Carolina.
He was lining up as a defensive end.
Yeah, back and then signing with LA, playing some damn good ball.
His first game for LA, he had a 98-yard game-winning drive. Like he literally got off the plane, read the playbook, and said, let's go win a football game."
Yeah,
and they won.
Wearing the number 17, mind you, corny number to wear as a quarterback. And then after that, leaving to go to the Buccaneers, where Tom Brady just left.
Great pickup, by the way.
Yeah, amazing pickup.
It was great trust by Todd Boyles.
But yeah, you have to go in, you have to play after. Could you imagine the pressure of going in after Tom Brady? Which, I don't like to say it, I'm a 49er fan, I like Joe Montana, Tom Brady's the GOAT, unfortunately.
Like, there's some things you can't argue. Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Death, taxes, and Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Going in after that.
There's a statistic that Tom Brady has a higher % chance to go to a Super Bowl than Steph Curry is making a 3.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is? You know how good you have to be to have the greatest shooter on the planet has a less chance to make a 3 than this guy to make a Super Bowl. What?
Double hurts because I like 49ers and I like Golden State, so that's a new one right here.
Okay, reeling it back to Baker. I don't know if any of you guys watched, was it Monday night? I think it was Monday night. They were playing the Texans. You know, they're down, I think, 17 or like 13 to something, like 19 or something like that. Yeah. Baker Mayfield just, puts the backpack on, game-winning drive. Dude is a winner. 4th and 10 with a minute 30 to go on your own side of the ball. Scrambles for a first down.
Textbook.
Oh, he's a gamer. He is a gamer.
If I was Carroll, I would be so mad that I got rid of this guy. I would be so mad. I mean, because Bryce Young too. Bryce Young is.
He shows glimpses. He's
too inexperienced.
Yes.
Way too inexperienced.
There's just too many growing pains with Bryce Young, which it's not expected, because that's not what you want out of your number 1 overall pick, but I mean he shows glimpses. I think they need to help him out more, a little bit in Carolina, give him more around him, so that
they just got rid of Thielen, so now all he has is Leggett, who's more worried about eating raccoon than actually playing football.
Yeah, I think they need to build more around Bryce to get back. But one last thing on Baker before we go back to the regularly scheduled program.
And one last thing on Carolina after the Baker thing. Then we go back to the regularly scheduled program.
Baker leads the NFL in, I think, 4th quarter touchdown passes and 4th quarter game-winning drives since he's been to Tampa. So, so much for being washed. Yeah. Now I send it back to Aiden in the studio.
Follow up on that point before I get to my next point. Practice squad guy, by the way. They had him lining up on the defense. So just remember that if you're Carolina.
Carolina going to be kicking themselves. Like, how do we let this guy go?
Look, man, if they don't get something done with Bryce Young soon, clock's going to be ticking for so many people in Carolina. Because, wow, you guys have fumbled after fumble after fumble. You guys cannot get it. Cam had one good game back. Yeah, like, yeah, you're all right. I'm back for all of like 3 quarters.
Yeah.
He was back, but he just put on his hat and left again.
Yeah.
Horrible pickup.
I mean, he tried. He failed. But are you done?
Yeah, back to our regular scheduled programming. Where I left off out. I'll go back over stats.
Auburn at Oklahoma.
John Mateer last week against Temple, 20 for 34, 282 yards, 1 tutty, 1 interception. Tutty interception, balancing out. It's not great, but you're also going against a Temple that you kept to 3 points, so defense did their job.
The defense is good on Oklahoma. That defense, Brent Venables is back to calling the plays. The defense is stout. The defense is fast. That defense is dangerous, and now they have a competent quarterback behind them. This could be a really interesting year for Oklahoma. The schedule is horrible, not good, not very fun. But they got John Mateer and they got a really good defense. So who knows? Who knows what could happen? But that's what I think. What's interesting though is since this is there's 2 ways to look at it. It's Jackson Arnold's revenge game against Oklahoma for basically getting shoved and booted out the door. But this Oklahoma defense knows exactly what Arnold doesn't like, isn't comfortable. They played with him last year. So I think they'll try to implement that in their defensive strategy going against him this week. I don't know if they will. They should, because
any smart person would.
Yeah, from what it looks like, from my opinion, is he struggles when pressure gets to him and has to make a play. Throwing the ball. Throwing the ball. He can make plays on the ground. He's shown that through the first 3 weeks. He showed it, that's what won the game against Baylor in week 1. Or 0, whenever it was. But if I'm Oklahoma, I want to pressure Arnold, make him as uncomfortable as possible, and just make his life a living hell. Because, you can only do so much as a runner and a quarterback.
Yeah. He's also going to come into this week angry. He knows darn well this is a revenge game for him. He's going to want to show out for it because people are going to have eyes on him. Whether that's, NFL scouts or just teammates around him. He knows that, hey, this week is a must-win game for me, as a person. I just don't think he can get it done. I think that there's too much in Oklahoma for him to be able to get a W out over him. Mateer's been playing good.
I love John Mateer.
But yeah,
I watched him when he's at Washington State, but not many people knew about him.
Yeah.
Not many people knew about John Mateer and how good he was.
It reminds me of Gardner Minshew almost. He was also at Washington State. God, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago now?
That was longer than that.
Really?
It was 2018.
2018, 2019, so I don't want to say how long ago that was because I'm going to feel old. Wow.
You're going to feel old? I'm going to feel old. My birthday's in... What is today? Today's the 18th.
Also, please drop happy birthday in the chat.
My birthday is 11 days, dude. I know how crazy that is.
Drop an early happy birthday in the chat.
I'm turning 16.
You're horrible for 16.
You look fat for being so young.
That's nothing to do with it.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay. So you are taking Oklahoma?
Yeah, give me Oklahoma.
Okay.
Give me Oklahoma to cover 2.
You're going to take Oklahoma winning by
I'm going to say
8 points.
Yeah. I'm going to say by a tutty and a field goal.
So 10. Okay, I like that. Not bad. I too am taking Oklahoma to cover. No, I'm taking Oklahoma to win the game. Sorry. I don't know about the cover. Just because, Hugh Freeze is. He's not. He's not. He's not like a great coach, but he's good with quarterbacks. Sort of. He won quite a few games with Peyton Thorne, who's, quarterback.
Ass.
And
sorry, Grandma.
I think what really kind of did it for me was that Michigan game for Oklahoma. That was a real eye opener because that kind of put Mateer on the map and kind of I don't think he's the Heisman front runner, but like he's definitely top 3 for sure because the dude is balling. And then that defense against Oklahoma. No, it didn't. The defense for Oklahoma against Michigan. Michigan ground and pound, run the football. Kind of similar to Auburn. They completely shut that down. If it wasn't for one 75-yard touchdown run, I think they averaged, or didn't average, but they had like maybe 40, 45 rushing yards. Like, that's insane. And that's kind of what Oklahoma or Auburn is going to want to do because they're going to run RPOs where they're either going to run it, quarterback run, or throw little pitches out to the field. I'll take Oklahoma to cover. I think Oklahoma will cover.
Attaboy.
I think John Mateer is too much, and just Mateer is a playmaker. And
as much as I'd love for this to be a storybook comeback for him, it's not going to be.
Who, Arnold?
Arnold, yeah.
Yeah. Well, where is it? It's in. So yeah, he'll most likely be. Okay, Oklahoma will get booed when they come out. No, Auburn will get
Yeah.
Auburn.
Yeah, Auburn's gonna get booed.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay. I'm talking about like 4 things at the same time. When Oklahoma comes out, they will not be booed. When Auburn comes out, they will be booed because that's what just home teams do. And then once Auburn takes their first snap, they'll boo Jackson Arnold because he led them to like a 5-7 season last year.
Yeah, he might get stuff thrown at him.
Okay. Side rant.
I love this new button.
Side rant.
I love this new button.
That's how it got me. This gets me so riled up. If you're a fan in the stands watching the game, don't be a fucking dick, please.
Hey,
It
I'm watching.
it ruins everything for everybody, because like if the refs make a bad call, it's fine. Like yeah, boo, whatever. Don't throw shit on the field. Don't do anything. If a player scores a touchdown or whatever and runs and jumps into the stands, don't slap him. Don't hit him, please, because that's weird. Especially like the Ravens Bills game a couple weeks ago. It's like this dude slapped freaking D-Hop's head.
Yeah.
Shout out Lamar Jackson, by the way. Thanks for pushing the guy back. It's like why?
Yeah.
You just paid a lot of money to go watch this event, and now you're banned for life.
Yeah. You can never go to another NFL game, which, I mean, if you're watching Bills football, you're going to want to go to those games.
Yeah.
At least for the next, I don't know, probably 8 years.
However long they have Josh Allen. But it's like
Josh Allen, McDermott, that's a good combo.
it's don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like
No home for you inside rant. We went to an Oregon game one time. He wouldn't even let me boo the opposing team. Just putting that out there.
yeah, you gotta be respectful.
Side rant over.
I have maybe changed my views on that. I'm more of a dickhead now, but I'm not a dickhead to other people in the stands. I'm not a dickhead to other fans in the stands. What? And I am not a dickhead to referees for the most part. Side rant over. Game number 3. Illinois at Indiana. Hoosiers. This spread is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Indiana minus 6.5. For why? I don't understand this. I really don't.
I think it's all because they had a great week last week. I mean, it was against unranked.
They played Indiana State.
Yeah. Which, by the way, complete dog walk. 73-0.
Their non-conference schedule is one of the worst I've ever seen. And they're not even trying to hide it. Kurt Signetti just came out and said it. Yeah, we have a terrible non-conference schedule. What are you going to do about it? Why? It's like that. I don't disagree. I do disagree with. I guess I don't know. Maybe I don't know something, But like I would, Indiana minus 6.5. That's big.
Yeah, I mean, most of that goes into last week. Them having such a stellar game. I mean, Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, he had 19 for 20, great. 270 yards through the air, great. 5 tutties, 0 interceptions, beating Indiana State 73-0.
But I mean, it's not like
Wow.
it's not like Illinois. I think Illinois' win against Duke is better than any three they've had.
That was B, T, A.
I think Illinois' win over Duke is better than any three of the wins they've had. Probably better than the 3 wins they've had combined. Like, at least Duke's a Power 4 team.
Yeah. And speaking of which, rankings-wise, Indiana is ranked 19 and Illinois is ranked 9. So you're still going to, I don't know, maybe.
I don't know what went into making this spread. As a very big spread. I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not.
No,
Illinois is good.
Illinois is really good. I mean, last week, so let's look at their last week. They're still 3-0 on the season. Luke Altmaier went 17 for 26, good. 196 yards, good. 2 tutties, 0 interceptions. Beat Western Michigan 38-0, so another blowout game.
So is the spread so big because Indiana beat their team by 35 more points? Is that why? Like,
If that's the case, that should totally be revamped because there's.
If I'm just confused.
I could go play a team of deaf and blind kids right now and beat them by 75 points. That doesn't mean I'm gonna go into another school and just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just maybe sports bettors know something that I don't know, but
yeah.
Geez, 6.5. Indiana. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. All right, he already went over it, but Illinois, Altmaier's the quarterback. Super veteran guy. He's been there for like 75 years.
Yeah, I think he's one of the only guys in college football left born in the year 2000.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think he's one of like 3 guys.
But he's been there for a long time. He's a super veteran. This Illinois team is veteran. They have like everybody back up the front line. They got receivers. I think they lost maybe their top 1 or 2, but they still have great receivers. They have their head coach. I don't know if they have the same offensive coordinator, but it doesn't really seem like it's hurting them at all. Plus the defense is good. Yeah, I think kind of the good game plan for Illinois on defense is to get to Mendoza early and quick and make him feel really uncomfortable because these teams kind of play differently. Illinois wants to kind of like just drive the ball. You want to run it, they want to throw it. They want to like not like take time off the clock and run 35 plays, take 10 minutes off the clock, but they want to just kind of drive down the field, like take 7, 8, 9, 10 plays, just do it kind of their own way. Whereas Indiana, they want to, spread it out, 5 wide, like a bunch of read option plays, RPO plays, and just kind of get to the line fast and get the ball out quick is their game plan. So I think for Illinois to be good on the defensive ball is to pressure Mendoza early because it'll throw off the system of getting the ball out quick. So if they're able to get pressure to him.
Yeah, and if I'm Mendoza, who quarterback for Indiana, I'm not gonna have a big head this week. Just last week's gotta be water under the bridge for you, even though it was a win. You got to remember who you were playing and who you were playing this week. You're playing the 9th ranked team in college football.
Yeah, not the 199th ranked team.
Yeah,
that's a made up stat, by the way.
Please celebrate your win. Be happy that you threw 5 tutties and beat a team 73-0. That is great news.
Yeah, congrats.
Just remember that this week you are not playing that team again.
Especially now, it's conference starts now.
Yeah, you're playing conference game. You're playing games that matter now. That game, win or lose, it doesn't really do much for you. Of course, you always want to win every game you go into. No one wants to lose.
Sure.
And when you win, you want to win big like that. But
True.
You really have to kind of let that roll off your back too. Be like, all right, that was last week. This is a new week. Same thing for losing. If you let's say flip side. If you lost that game, be like, all right, that was last week. We're on to another week. Move on, move forward.
It should be the same way, win or lose. Granted, you should always find something to take away from the game. I'm sure they didn't play perfectly on offense. Granted, it'd be hard to look for at a 73-0 victory, but
yeah, he was 19 for 22. So that one pass, I don't know if it was dropped or if it was slapped away or what the deal was.
How can you throw that one pass better?
Yeah.
No,
honestly, that was a really good point. How can you, down to the minuscule stuff, how can you throw that one pass better? What can you do next time to make that a 20 for 20 game?
I think that
perfect passer rating.
I think what really helps Indiana here is that it's in Bloomington. That's kind of their savior, because like Indiana's non-conference is a joke. They've played nobody, and this is their first real test. So like it's kind of put up or shut up time now. Like is like Kurt Signetti in Indiana, like are they like the real deal? Last year they went to the playoffs. Rightfully so, they should have been in, but is this team as good as they were last year? I don't know, but it's really gonna like Illinois, like they played Duke in week 2, like not the toughest test, but like
not just some slouch team though.
Yeah, Duke's a good football team, and it was close. Granted, Duke had 5 turnovers. Was that Duke just giving him the ball, or was that Illinois taking it? I think it's really gonna rest on you. You want to make Mendoza have to win the game, cause can you do that? We'll see. We will see, because this is Big Ten conference starts now. Big Ten football, and Illinois has a lot of expectations the way they played last year. So we'll see. We'll see if Illinois is legit, and we'll see if Indiana's legit. It'll be a good win for whoever wins it, and depending on how whoever loses. If it's a walk-off field goal, it's not a bad loss. But if they get absolutely housed, back to the drawing board for that team.
Yeah, I'd be very mad. So what do you think of? What's your pick this week?
I like Illinois, and I obviously take Illinois to cover.
Yeah. Hoosier? All right, give me Illinois.
Okay.
Give me Illinois. Illinois can cover.
Pat McAfee wannabe.
I wish I was Pat McAfee. That guy's rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the spread on this one's ridiculous. It's
6.5. 6.5 is crazy.
If you're basing your stats completely off last week alone, you're stupid no matter what. Sorry, it's not sorry. It should not be a week. It should be a play basis. Like, how's their year been? Not how was last week.
Well, it's also if you just kind of like. Indiana, like they struggled against in their week 1 game. They gave up, I think, 2 or 3 long touchdown runs because they couldn't defend the read option. Has that been fixed? I don't know. But a famous man once said, "Stats are a starting point, not an ending point." You can look at the stats and kind of just woo, cool, but how is the team actually really looking? And they're both undefeated. They both look good. I think Indiana's schedule is a lot weaker than Illinois. So I just think Illinois is a better football team. That's why I take Illinois to win.
Okay.
Outright. Take the cover.
We'll see how right we are. Michigan
State at USC. 8 o'clock on Fox. What? So much for getting rid of freaking Pac-12 after dark.
Yeah.
Good. There's a game at 9 o'clock on Saturday.
9?
It's like Fresno State at Hawaii or something.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that.
It's like 9 o'clock. It's Fresno State at Hawaii or something like that.
Go Rainbow Warriors. My friend over here is a Rainbow Warrior fan.
Yeah, I picked them to win. You picked Stanford to win. I remember that. Don't think I forgot.
I made a mistake. Rainbow Warriors. I did not know. I didn't know you guys knew ball like that.
I would like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody because I was correct. Anywho, I don't really know what to take of this game. I mean, USC is favored by 18.5. Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, we probably could have done the Michigan-Nebraska game, but we already talked about those two teams, so we want variety. So that's why we threw the MSU-USC game in.
Yeah, the thing about this isn't a complete nothing game. I mean,
no, I mean you got number 25 USC hosting MSU. I mean, they haven't looked horrible, but I mean, what can you take away? They haven't looked like entirely great. The defenses look better, but I mean,
we can go off QB stats alone. So last week, Michigan State, Aiden Childs went 22 for 29, great, 270 yards, stellar, 1 for 1, against Youngstown State.
Is that a pick to interception ratio?
Yep.
Gotcha.
1-1 picks interceptions or tutties interceptions. Against Youngstown State, they beat them 41-24.
Something you should mention: he has 6 rushes for 78 yards.
Yeah.
He's a dual threat, which is good, and I think will help them if they want to beat USC.
Yeah, but I mean, even if we're just counting through the air, very good game. Passing the ball at least. The 1-1 on interceptions, and touchdowns, not great, but you still pulled out a W either way, and that's what you want every week. Flip side over to USC. USC is ranked 25, 3-0 on the season.
USC's looked good.
Yeah, they beat Purdue last week 33-17. Jade Mayaba, 17 for 28, 282 yards, 0 tutties, 0 interceptions. You want performance, but you really can't complain.
They won 33-17. If you take away Big Man pick 6, it's 26-17. So I mean, maybe you wanted to move the ball a little bit better or put points on the board, but this isn't the same Purdue team as last year that won 11.
Yeah.
I mean, they won their first 2 games. They already doubled their win total from last year.
Yeah. They are 3-0 on the season right now.
That is not true. Purdue is 2-1 on the season right now.
2-1.
Oops. I mean, Purdue's a decent team. They'll probably still be bottom of the Big Ten this year, but USC's a decent team this year. Jaden Mayava is a good quarterback. He's playing well. He's throwing the ball well. Looks like it was the Louisville transfer kid. What's his name? I don't remember his name. That's bad. That is bad. He played there last year. Number 7. I can picture him. But I don't know his name. Anyway, he got benched from Mayava last year, late this season, and it looks like it's working. I mean, they're 3-0. They've looked good. I do have a little the defense is better than what Lincoln Riley has had before, but I don't like giving up 20 to Georgia Southern. Not great. They're up and down. So we'll see how they do against Michigan State. I think it sucks for Michigan State having to go across the country, but it does help that they played late. I guess I don't know.
We'll see how much that jet lag actually affects them.
Yeah. There's not really much to talk about here. I think USC will probably win pretty handedly. I think Michigan State's close. I mean, maybe if not this year, maybe next year. It'll be Aiden Child's 3rd year, and hopefully they have dudes around him. Jonathan Smith. He's a good coach. We'll see. But I like USC, and I think Michigan State will cover. I think they'll keep it close, but I think Michigan wins it 27-10. No, that's not true. I think USC wins it 27-10.
I think I'm the opposite. I mean, I like USC on this. I do think Michigan will cover. I think it's going to be pretty low scoring.
You pick USC?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that USC, I don't know. It doesn't seem high scoring to me.
No, really I think Michigan State's defense won't contain USC, but I mean, I just think like they'll keep a shell defense, and they don't want the play over the top to absolutely kill them. So they'll keep a shell, keep it contained, make USC drive the whole field. And Michigan State, this is kind of like a test for Aiden Childs to see like, okay, have you taken the necessary steps to be a good quarterback? We'll see. Okay, a better quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but yeah. Game number 5. Surprise, surprise! It's Oregon at Oregon State. What do you know? A 34.5 point spread. I think we should just get Oregon State out of the way quick.
Yeah.
What an absolute dumpster fire in Corvallis. Oh my God.
Golly, wow. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. So I'll go off stats too. OSU unranked 0-3.
Bad. Just
horrible.
Bad.
They lost to Texas Tech last week, who we talked about earlier. Malik Murphy went 24 for 43, 278 yards, not bad through the air, but 2 tutties, 2 interceptions.
Malik Murphy hasn't been the problem.
It's everything.
But he also hasn't been the solution either. It's just like nothing's going right in Corvallis.
He needs help. That's the problem. He is going out there. He's putting his heart on the line. He's doing everything he can. I mean, 14 points. He has 2 touchdowns. That's all him. Like what?
He needs help, but he does need to play better.
Yeah.
But just like that being said, the whole team needs to play better because
I feel like part of that's just a confidence issue too. I think that.
But it's like when I say everybody, I mean everybody. It's from the offense to the defense to the special teams to the punt team to the kick team to everything. You can't have a play where you receive you're the punter and you receive a snap and then you drop it. What do? You just kick it while it's on the ground. That's a flag. But then to have the receiving team pick it up and then run it for a touchdown. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Corvallis is in shambles. I don't know if the head coach will make it through the year. I really don't.
And this is also their worst case scenario too, because they are at Autzen Stadium.
Oh man.
Because wow, we get rowdy when we're playing the Civil War game.
It's a rivalry game.
Yeah, I would.
It means a lot.
This is one of the best games in college football. No, for me it is.
For you maybe, but for me just overall probably not.
No, overall not. But for me, this is one of the best games in college football.
It is. I mean, it's a good rivalry. Yeah. It does not have the fire that it had, back in 23.
Yeah. 22-23. I think they beat us in 22. Sadly,
they did. Because Oregon couldn't stop the run.
Yeah.
Oregon State ran. I think that quarterback that year had 45 passing yards, but they absolutely ran it down our throats after we were up 38-17 or something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrendous. Thank you for that, dickhead. But this is it's been a rough year for Oregon State. It is. If they lose, when they lose, it might be a strip it down, build it back up type of season coming to end this year and to start next year, because what do you want to keep from this year?
Yeah, no, my big question for you is if you're Malik Murphy, are you going to stick around at Oregon State? You going to stick around in Corvallis? Or are you going to try to find greener pasture?
You maybe see what moves the front office wants to make, but there's no way in heck I would be sticking around. I don't know why he left Duke. I really don't. I mean, he wasn't bad at Duke. They were up big. I don't know if they were up big, but they were up a lot on Miami. And last year when they had Cam Ward, Cam Ward literally was so good at football last year that. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, he went a 28 over on himself. But I don't know. I feel bad for people up in Corvallis. It's a rough go around right now. It really is.
For the people in Corvallis, it's not a far drive to Eugene. You can watch quality football there. Nosebleeds are waiting for you.
Nosebleeds are waiting for you. Just make sure you're wearing something green or yellow. You can wear black as long as it doesn't have anything orange on it. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
It is wear black on Saturday, just so you know.
Yeah. But no, honestly, if I am Malik Murphy, I am taking a hard look right now at everything around me and going, what do we have going on here?
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to like about this team.
There's really nothing.
When your own coach at halftime is cussing to reporters, like, I have no fucking idea what we're doing out here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, you really have to realize.
Look at week 1. They had Karen Kiave Sagapolo Tele, or JKS, come into Corvallis, a true freshman, first start ever, absolutely sliced them up.
Yeah.
It's your home opener. I get it was like, oh, it's at 7 o'clock at night. But still, dude was absolutely slicing and dicing you.
Yeah.
And Baron Morton sliced and diced you. Yeah. Let's look at the stats. Baron Morton, last week against Oregon State, 23 for 35, 464 yards and 4 touchdowns. Probably in the first half.
Yeah.
And they lost. They beat them. Oregon State lost 45-14. Oregon State, Corvallis, the box office, front office, whoever. I'll coach them. Give me a hefty pay. I'll coach them.
Yeah. Breaking news: they don't win any games for 5 years.
Probably not.
Got to run it off a Madden playbook.
Oh, 100%. I'd fire up NCAA and be like, all right, what play am I running? But you know how much they'd have to pay me to get me to not coach them? A lot. My buyout would be huge. Let's flip it over to Oregon. Disappointing. Okay. Let's be real.
A win's a win. A win is a win, but disappointing play against a Northwestern team, especially in the fourth quarter.
I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. Oregon dominated the game for the most part. I think, yes, okay, they started really slow. Was that the 9 a.m. kickoff? Was that the travel? Was that being in a really weird, small stadium that held 20,000 people or something like that? I don't know. I mean, they won. They were up 34-0 at a point. But, Dan Lanning probably emphasized it on the locker room, the bus ride, on Monday, that the fourth quarter execution was pitiful. There's this. They didn't really have the same fire they did for Oklahoma State, which it shouldn't matter that Mike Gundy said something or not something. You should want to absolutely throttle every person that's on the field. So why I didn't think it was great. And then the first quarter, I'm pretty sure I called Northwestern's game plan was they're gonna, once they get the ball, they're going to absolutely kill the game.
Yeah.
They're gonna run the ball, they're gonna run the ball again, they're gonna run the ball the third time, and then they're gonna run the ball again. And that's what they did. They wanted to, as long as they were, gaining 3-4 yards, and as long as they were staying on track within first, second down, they could do it. And Oregon's run defense was dog shit. I'll call a spade a spade. It was horrible.
Yeah.
They could not stop the run. The only reason it looks like they have better is because they have 2 sacks, and for whatever reason, because sack yardage counts as losing rushing yards, which is stupid. And then that weird fumble play that the quarterback had that lost them 28 yards or something like that. It's Oregon didn't play horrible.
It's not anything to write home about though.
It's just you went in, you took care of business, and you got out. It's yeah. I think we've also just kind of been blessed and kind of quickly adjusted to, okay, we housed Montana State. Okay, we dog walked Oklahoma State. This is the new normal. No. They were just, Oregon was just kind of clicking the first 2 weeks. And
may I say my theory? My theory is they are looking to this Penn State game and they are nervous about it.
I don't think so. I just think I probably would own it up to just kind of, it was just first road game, 9 a.m. kickoff. It was just different and new for them. So they had to work out kinks. And I'm glad they're doing it now and not, 2 weeks when they're traveling to Penn State. But
for a whiteout game. Ouch.
yeah, that place will be rocking. But I don't like what I like. The only thing I really took away from it is like, I mean, just they gotta stop the run better. Really, I mean, which they should. I don't know. I mean, for the most part, they did. Like their first first quarter was really bad, but then second quarter, Oregon kind of woke up, took over. Second half, they played well until the fourth quarter, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It was pretty. I mean, Oregon won. That's what you can do. It was a backdoor cover by Northwestern, but I don't know. Dante Moore did throw his first pick. Watching it live, that the ball died in the wind. He underthrew DeCorian Moore on a deep shot, but he was throwing it into the wind and it just died. And the guy dropping back was able to get it. So I mean, should he have thrown it? Maybe not. Who knows? But like it wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't really too worried about it. It was just kind of. Plus, I mean, it's kind of nice. You get the pick out of the way. Now you'd be like, okay, now I can I mean, I wouldn't change what he's doing.
Yeah.
But you don't have that worry of, oh, I don't want to turn the ball. I want to I don't want to have the first turnover of the game, or the season. But I mean, I don't know. Overall, Oregon. I mean, they went in, took care of business, got out, and that's all you can ask for. Yeah. There is news. There is rumblings that DeCorian Moore is hurt. Sounds like it's not bad. Sounds like it's like a hip bruise or a hip joint bruise or something like that. So, I mean, he could probably play on Saturday. I personally don't want him to.
And don't strain yourself. Come back. We're gonna need you in a couple weeks.
I mean, like maybe for like a play or two, just to like stay active and like at least like stay in the flow of football. But I mean, it should be more than that because there's no point in having him play. I'd rather have DeCorian miss this week. Same with Noah Whittington. It sounded like he didn't play against Northwestern, and if he's good to go, then he'll go according to Dan Lanning. But maybe like give him a play or two or like a drive, and then just so he kind of gets back in the game flow, and then like pull him, sit DeCorian, and then just have him ready. Like I'd rather have them sit and be like 100% healthy for next week against Penn State, rather than play and then get hurt. When there's no reason to play him. I mean, they're 34.5 point spreads for a reason. I mean, it honestly should be close. Yeah, I'll take Oregon, and I honestly will take Oregon to cover. I don't know what this Oregon State offense will be able to do against the defense. I don't know if this defense will be able to stop this Oregon offense.
Malik Murphy's going to be fighting for his life out there. Give me Oregon cover.
Last time we both picked Oregon and Oregon to cover. Oregon, in fact, did not cover. They did win the game, though.
Look, weeks change. Northwestern would beat Oregon State, so I know that we can beat Oregon State. And would
Oregon State actually beat, or would Northwestern actually beat Oregon State, though?
I think they would.
You do?
Yeah, I don't see.
Okay. Would Northwestern beat Oklahoma State?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Good to know. See, I messed up last week. I didn't write the spreads for last week's picks. I did this week, though. So now we'll know who was right, who was wrong, and on the covers. But we did horribly, my friend. Yeah,
we did pretty bad. Sorry for anyone who's betting off these. Please learn your lesson to not do that.
Side rant. If you are,
I love the screen.
If you are using our information to bet.
I'm stupid. Don't do that.
Why? We are literally two people sitting in front of my MacBook and phone, and we're talking about football that we look up on the internet.
I don't watch all the games.
I do. I watch all the games. Why? Second off, don't. Third off, if you do, make sure
You go against us.
there's a three parts to this. Make sure you are gambling money you have. Make sure you are gambling money you are able to lose, and make sure you're gambling. And make sure you are
gamble responsibly.
gambling responsibly. I have four things. And if you have a problem, if you are lying to your friends, your family, your grandma, your mother, your sister, your brother, your family, that you do not have a problem and they are not gambling, stop gambling. Get help. Yeah. Anyway, end of my side rant. Yeah. We did horrible last week. I was good 1 and 2, and 3. Well, that's all of them. Yeah. We are downhill. So our first game we talked about last week was Georgia Tech versus Clemson. What the? Dude, okay, so we talk about like Oregon State and how they're kind of on a dumpster fire. Is Clemson all right? Oh my! Like this Clemson team was some analysts, some people is not high school, national championship pick to make the playoffs. They're 1 and 2. They lost to LSU. They were down 16-0 against Troy, and then they just got walked off against Georgia Tech. What? Why? How? We both took Clemson to win the game. I took Clemson to cover. He took Georgia Tech to cover. He gets a point for that. Congrats. Yeah.
Take anything we can.
You know what? No. I'm not even talking about Clemson. Georgia Tech is a good football team. Haynes King is a dog. Oh, man. Dude, give Haynes King the football and get the fuck out of the way. That dude is a baller. Oh, I love Haynes King. I don't know if you guys watched Game Day last Saturday, but there's a segment where they so they have like the 9 a.m. like ESPN or the Game Day is like for us it's 6 to 9. They'll cut to a segment because like right after for the 9 a.m. ABC ESPN game is like some big game or whatever. It was the Georgia Tech Clemson game, and Haynes King is getting interviewed whilst going through drills. One of the most badass things ever, and like that was awesome. He's literally like, so they have like a drill where they have to like their receivers running routes, quarterbacks throwing it, and they have one of their assistant coaches like throwing the ball. He's like mid like talking to Pat or Kirk or whoever, whilst like dropping back and just throwing dimes. It was sick. It's why Pat McAfee picked Georgia Tech to win. Good pick. Haynes King, dog.
Pat McAfee, ball.
Pat McAfee knows ball. I was
fumble of the night.
So pissed that I missed part of this game. Georgia at Tennessee. I had a previous event that I had to attend to for this game because it was at 12:30. The game kickoff was at 12:30, and my event was at 2, so I missed like second half. What a ball game! Oh my gosh! Tennessee goes up 21-7. You think, Dogs are in trouble, and then Gunnar Stockton's like, I bet, hold my beer. Oh man, dude, that was a game and a half. Oh, I don't even know. Like, Neyland Stadium and the checkered pattern looks so good. Oh man, Neyland Stadium's amazing. Also, okay, I will say this: Tennessee's a good football team. I know they lost, but they lost in overtime because their kicker couldn't make a field goal, which sucks. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then Gunnar Stockton answered the bell. I had questions about him because he went in the second half against Texas in the SEC championship. wasn't wasn't horrible, wasn't great. Started the Notre Dame game. I mean, again, wasn't horrible, but wasn't great. I mean, he did his job. I think Notre Dame was just better. And then even the week before, they beat Austin Peay 28-6. And then they go in the Neyland and absolutely just Georgia's Georgia. That defense is not, okay, not a great showing for the defense because they gave up 40, 45 points, but still, that's a good football team right there. Picks. I took Georgia and I took Georgia to cover. I fumbled the bag. My friend over here took Tennessee and took Tennessee to cover. Oh, I know. He fumbled the bag. Fuck.
I was just going to let you cook. That's why I leaned back and I'm like...
He fumbled. He took Tennessee to cover. I took Georgia and I took Georgia to cover. I don't know if Georgia covered. I don't remember what it was. Georgia covered. I'm being told in my ear from my co-producer, that Georgia did in fact cover. So that is awesome. Game number 3 that we talked about. Florida at LSU. Dude, DJ Lagway is such a bad quarterback. Dude.
What were you doing, man?
DJ Lagway. This is the guy that was supposed to save Billy Napier in Florida.
He's not. He just isn't.
He threw 5 picks against LSU.
Oh man, you get to a point where you just feel bad. You're like, wow, I don't even know if I should be watching this.
I turned the game off.
Yeah.
Which they had that pick 6. LSU had that pick 6, but what's crazy is my hair's crazy. What's crazy is crazy. What's insane?
Crazy.
What's insane is, 5 picks. Florida's offense was horrible, and they only lost 20-10. It's oh my. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. That's crazy. 20-10. The Florida was there. They just can't stop giving the ball to LSU. That is 5 interceptions. My goodness gracious.
You're not saving anyone if you're throwing 5 picks.
I listened to Joel Klatt, and he was like, he gives interceptions the way Oprah gives away cars. You get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car. Oh, it's just... It reminds me of the How I Met Your Mother scene. You're going to get a lap dance. You're going to get a lap dance. You're going to give me a lap dance.
That game was not legend. Wait for it.
Dairy. That game was wait for it, full. Yeah. LSU's kind of shifting a little bit. Their defense was horrible when they had Jaden Daniels, and it wasn't very good when in Nussmeier's first year. But the defense has won them all 3 of their games so far, which is impressive. The defense has been great.
Defense holding up perfectly.
Yeah, the offense is kind of disappeared a little bit, which is surprising, but also, it's a little surprising, especially with Nussmeier being back. I figured they'd be a little competent, but I don't know. Yeah, we both took LSU to win and cover. That was, I don't remember what the spread was. It was 6 or 7, so LSU did cover. The Tennessee Georgia game might have been the game of the weekend. Georgia, go Georgia. But the game of the night was Texas A&M at Notre Dame. Oh my gosh, 41-40. What a game! What a game! I said it would kind of rely on Marcel Reed to make a big play and be accurate while throwing the ball. He did that 1,000,000%. Marcel Reed was so good. Oh man, he was calm. He was cool. they torched that Notre Dame defense, which is uncharacteristic about that defense. Notre Dame defense is usually good, and it wasn't last night. Not last night. Saturday. Notre Dame, I mean, it like in a sense it was kind of like they lose their playoff berths over. But I mean, if they run the table, I mean, who knows what USC is gonna look like? Who knows? I think they play Ole Miss. Maybe not. I might be mistaken. But I mean, I know especially the USC game. If USC keeps playing well, that's gonna be could be a good win for them. They gotta win out if they want to go to the playoffs because they're in a deep hole a little bit. I'm not worried about them per se because, I mean, they starting a true freshman. So I don't know if it's a true freshman. That was a second ever start.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, the game didn't even come down to him this time. It came down to the holder, dropping the ball on the extra point attempts, and
thank God this guy didn't kick it forward.
They lost 40. They lost by 1 point because of that execution right there, and it'd be in overtime. Who knows what happens in overtime? But I mean,
I think a W happens in overtime. For being honest,
maybe. But I mean, just heck of a ball game, man. Like. I'm not worried about Notre Dame. I just they have no room for error anymore, whatsoever, because, I mean they don't have the rest of the schedule is just kind of
meh.
They don't have anything, especially with no conference championship game to also bank your hat on. It's just kind of they need to go 10-2 and hopefully people slip up in front of them. But we'll see. We both took Notre Dame to win. That sucks. He took Texas A&M to cover. I took Notre Dame to cover. So congrats to you for getting A&M to cover with the outright win. Good job. The fourth game we talked about, or is this the fifth? Anyway, Miami hosting USF. South Florida.
Knights.
Yeah, I wanted to say USF was pretenders because I mean they beat Boise and Florida in their first 2 weeks, which are okay. Maybe not looking like the best wins at the moment, but I mean for what they were, they're good. They're good wins.
Yeah, it's not useless wins. They're against not terrible schools. Schools with history.
Yeah, I mean, Florida is a mid to bottom tier SEC team. But I think Florida, well, I guess they wouldn't still be good in the Group of 5 because they lost to a fucking Group of 5 team. But still,
theoretically,
you'd think they would be. Yeah, Miami looked good. Miami's a good football team. They have a really good defense this year, which is good because they didn't have a defense to anywhere last year. And Carson Beck. I would like to apologize for any questions I had about Carson Beck coming into the year. You are a dude. You are a baller. Hats off to you, my friend. Or if you hate me, I apologize. Stay off Snapchat, dickhead. Anyway, yeah. We both took Miami to win. They took care of business against USF.
I took USF to cover.
I took Miami to cover. Miami covered. Yeah, it was a pretty good game.
Look, I like the Golden Knights. I first started noticing them back when Shaquem and Shaquille Griffin played for them.
Golden Knights? Those are Bulls.
Or, sorry, Bulls. What am I doing?
Who is the Golden Knights?
Oh, I'm thinking of Vegas, the NHL. What am I doing?
Whoa,
alright, big fun.
You're talking about NHL?
Yeah, sorry.
Holy.
I got so back with that one. Side rant. I make a lot of mistakes.
We are not perfect.
We are not perfect. I've got hockey on I started getting hockey a couple weeks back. Gotta go for hometown team.
Are you a hockey
Go
guy?
Sharks. I'm getting into it, learning here and there.
I watched.
I was looking at. I'm thinking Vegas Golden Knights, and I don't know. I got that switched around. Bulls, whatever you are, side rant over.
Hold on, no. I will say, I had never watched hockey before, but when they had the Four Nations tournament, that was amazing.
America.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Four Nations tournament with like Canada, USA, and the two others that were in there that I didn't fucking give a shit about. Oh my, that was amazing. Oh my god, I never watched hockey before in my life. I didn't even watch the games. I just saw like, oh, Four Nations, what's this? And it was like USA versus Canada for like the championship or whatever with, I don't know the announcer's name. Whoever
Thank you, random viewer. Appreciate that. Shout out to my boy, a 1985 Toyota pickup 4x4. Yeah, man.
Oh, I don't know the announcer's name, but if you know the guy's name that was calling Michigan State in 2016 when Michigan was winning, but they went to go punt the football, but he bobbled it, and then went to go punt it again, but lost it, and Jalen Watts Jackson picks it up and scores a touchdown and win the game, and it goes, oh, there's trouble with the snap. And Jalen Watts Jackson scores on the last play of the game. Whoever that guy is, he is goated, and he called that. Because he called the Four Nations game. Oh, I love him. He's goated. But yeah, it was in like New York.
Had to be patriotic.
Yeah, and I mean USA lost, which sucked, but
That's patriotic.
it was fun. I haven't watched a hockey game since. I probably won't.
I started watching like 2 weeks ago, but yep, side rant over. My bad, guys.
Yeah.
I know why I got USF and UCF. I was thinking UCF Golden Knights, and then I started thinking of Vegas, and then I just got completely backwards.
Wow, that was a complete circle right there.
Yeah, I put it together because I'm like, how did I do that? Then I started thinking about hockey.
The 2017 championship UCF Knights. Put some respect on their name. Put some respect on their name.
Pizza.
Why is that so funny to you, fat fuck?
Graham, are you watching this? This is how I get treated.
We basically already talked about the Oregon Northwestern game.
Recap, we both had Oregon
We both
covering.
took Oregon. We both took Oregon to cover.
50-50.
Northwestern had a backdoor cover because Oregon forgot to play defense in the fourth quarter. Gave up a 79-yard touchdown run. I bet they ran a lot come Monday and Tuesday and yesterday and today.
Thank
for
God
that.
I do not have to run.
Yeah, we can tell. Look at this man, boobies.
Leave me alone.
Anyway, yeah, it was a pretty bad week. But I mean, okay, to be fair, we had 10 picks. I think we both probably shot about 50-50 ish, give or take one or two, each side.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible, but hopefully next week is better.
Look, I'm saying it now. Next week we're gonna get 100% right.
Well, that's impossible because we disagreed on.
I'm gonna get 100% right. He's gonna get his part wrong.
We disagreed on one pick. I have Utah covering. You have Texas Tech covering.
We're smart
Wow.
like that.
Okay, so we both had Oklahoma. Okay, so let me recap the picks for this week. So
Go
you
Tech.
We both picked Texas Tech to cover the 2.5, but no, we both had Texas Tech winning the game. He has Texas Tech covering the 2.5. I have Utah. We both picked Oklahoma to beat Auburn. We both had Oklahoma covering the 7.5. We both had Illinois beating Indiana and covering the 6.5. That is an outrageous spread. Outrageous. We both picked USC to beat Michigan State, but we both had Michigan State covering the 18.5. That's just 18.5 is big. But then again, we both picked Oregon. We both picked Oregon to cover a 34.5. So, I think
Go Oregon.
I think Oregon State's a worse team than USC is.
I know Oregon State's a
And
team.
Michigan State. So, but yeah, we'll see how next week goes. You have anything else to say, my friend?
Nope. Thank you for tuning in again this week. Once again, any suggestions for any games, anything you want us to cover, yeah, just ask away. Shoot a message, and we'll take care of
Let
it.
us know. But until next time, this has been Two Bros Talking Ball, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.